Hello, everyone. You know by now what we do in the first couple of seconds. I wait awkwardly while someone notifies me in the comment section if we are live. Let's roll. I assume that this means that we are live. So I'm just going to make sure that we are definitely live. Live. Okay. Thank you. All right, everyone. Welcome to the October Vera in Reverie. We have this is a very exciting Vera in Reverie because I'm finally 22. Why is this important? So, my birthday was 2 days ago on November 4th, and this is a birthday that I've been waiting for since the Red album released in 2012 because I loved the song 22, and I remember watching like the 22 music video with Taylor Swift and like dancing around in like her party and whatever, and just the way she describes feeling 22, the happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. I don't know. I just found that so entrancing. And so I was always so excited to turn 22. And also, I usually don't like to get superstitious or whatever. But if you think about it, 2 plus 2 is 4. I was born on the 4th of November, right? And since the release of that song, it's been 13 years. 1 plus 3 is 4. So basically, what I'm getting at is this has to be like the best year of my life. No pressure, but you guys better get me to 100K when I'm 22. I'm kidding. But how cool would that be? Like if I get 100K when I'm 22, like the birthday that I waited for. Anyway, so 22 has to be the best birthday ever. Hopefully I will be making more videos than ever. Hopefully. It's been a shaky start, but hopefully. And hopefully good things shall come to us. Hopefully we'll get more Witcher 4 news. Hopefully hopefully we will get a good Fallout season 2, guys. Manifesting December. Hopefully GTA 6 when I'm 22 will drop. I just really feel like this next year has to be a great year. Like it's all aligning. The stars are really doing their thing. So let's manifest, guys. Let's manifest. Okie dokie. Other than that, I guess before we get into like the stuff that I read and whatever, there has been a little drought, I guess, in videos for like the past 2 weeks, and there won't be one tomorrow because I didn't film anything. But I will film this Saturday. So the reason is kind of twofold for this. I guess the first reason is it's just like in Ireland, we've just had really bad weather. It's been raining for the past two-ish weeks, and I've been in the hospital a lot. Like, I'm on my obs and gynae rotation at the moment, and let me tell you, getting anything signed off is really difficult. Yesterday, the reason why we didn't do the live stream was because I was stuck in C-sections for like 4 hours before I saw a C-section. Also, that's terrifying. I jumped, but I got the C-section. I got to see a C-section. And then but I got home and I hadn't eaten and I was just so tired, and I was like, you know what, to the moderators, I texted them and I said, you like, can we just move it to today because I'm so tired? And they were like, yes. So thank God. And then the other thing is it's just been a difficult, like, mentally in like my personal life past 2-ish weeks. So, and whenever I'm like depressed and stuff, I I enter like a state of paralysis. We made the 22 sort of reference. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. If we reference another song from the Red album that I relate to when I'm sad is Time Won't Fly. It's like I'm paralyzed by it. So whenever I'm sad, I feel paralyzed. I can't do anything. And so that's, I guess, the second reason why there hasn't been a video. But I will film on Saturday. That is the plan, to film on Saturday. And then I have exams all of next week. So if I don't film on Saturday, I'm screwed. So yes, the next video that you guys are getting is, and this is important to hear, the next video that you're getting is how I would have adapted the first season of the Netflix Witcher. And this ties into, do not spoil season 4 for me. Because like I just said, I've been in a state of paralysis. I haven't been doing anything. I've been really busy trying to get like my sign-offs, and I've just been coming home late. And like, to watch The Witcher season 4, I really like have to lock in. I haven't been able to watch any V-Trades videos, which breaks my heart because I love those videos. So it's bad when like I can't even do that. My original idea was to try and figure out a way to like live stream and like give my like my reaction or something, but again, like I just haven't really had the time to figure out how to do that. And I just wonder if it won't be like a too big learning curve. So I don't know. Oh, Zoltan, thank you so much for the donation. Happy birthday just came in the live. Thank you so much for supporting this show, if we can call it that, for I think over a year now. I think it's been over a year. Correct me if I'm right, but I think it's been over a year. So thank you so much for your continued support. But yeah, so do not spoil season 4 for me. One of you texted me, and I foolishly opened that text while I was studying in the hospital. And it contained a spoiler, I think. And it was crazy. Like, I hope the spoiler that one of you sent me is not true. But like, anyway. Okay. Another super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Where do you plan on doing your residency? So in Ireland, the way it works is you first have to do your intern year before you apply for a scheme. And to be honest, I think I'll just do my intern year in Ireland. I'll probably try to do it in Dublin, and then after that, I have no plans. So I do not know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking that far ahead into the future. But yes, what was I saying? Oh yes, there was another like piece of vital information that I was going to tell you guys. Oh yeah, can't we watch it all together? Movie night stream. I really want to. Like, that is the thing. I really want to. I don't know how to make that happen. So I know I'd need to like sit down and figure this out. But I'm just worried the like learning curve is too steep and like time constraint, and I have like all my obs and gynae examinations next week. So like I have to prioritize my learning. I'm sorry, but I do. My next rotation is psychiatry, and the first week is like all lectures. So I should be very like free time-wise. To whisper, my birthday was actually 2 days ago. So yeah, but thank you so much. And happy birthday to you. Okay. There was something else I needed to say. Oh, two things. I started playing Cyberpunk. I'm not very far ahead, but it's been actually so interesting, like the user interface. It's literally The Witcher 3. It's it's the same. It's the same. Witcher 3, Witcher 2 also actually, like, it's the same thing, but with a different aesthetic, and you have, like, some different, like, obviously features and stuff like the cybernetics and stuff, but it's literally the same. It's literally the same, and it's so, like, uncanny valley playing it and being like, "I know this. I know this." Um, and so yeah. I only did like 3 hours, but yeah. So I'm not very far because again, I've been really depressed. Though I must say, when I'm depressed, video gaming, like, it's good to, like, take my mind off stuff. So um yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Which path did I pick? I actually picked the street kid path. So, and let me tell you the reason for that. Whenever I play an RPG for the first playthrough, I try to play it, quote unquote, the way it was intended. And I know, like, in Cyberpunk, like, that's not really a thing, but like in my preconceived notion of what was intended. So, for example, for Skyrim, my first playthrough, I was a Nord. Or for Oblivion, I guess, like, I'd be an Imperial. For Fallout, you don't really. Well, yeah, I guess my Fallout character was a Minuteman character. I don't know. My Fallout 4 character, the first one, was really cool because I made him like the Silver Shroud. I followed the Fudge Muppet guide. Yeah, yeah, Fudge Muppet on top. Love their videos. Um, and I became the Silver Shroud. And yeah, then my second playthrough, I did what I would have wanted to do, which was I was a gunslinger and I romanced Hancock because Hancock, you know what I mean? Hancock is the best, um, in my opinion, romance character in Fallout 4. And then, oh yeah, do I get the handsome Hancock mod? Yes, every time, obviously. But no, so that little, like, rant aside, the reason why I picked Street Kid was because in my head it's like cyberpunk city. It's all about, like, crime and blah blah blah, blah whatever, blah blah blah. Um, and so in my mind, like, the intended sort of normal, I don't know, character, whatever, base character. Am I making sense? In my preconceived notion of what the game is the street kid character. So I kind of went with that one. Oh, and my favorite race, someone was talking. Oh yeah, Zoltan. Zoltan, Bretons all the way. I agree. Bretons are my favorite race. So yeah. Okay. Um Peak immersion. Yeah, that was the word that I was looking for. Um I used to watch a lot of MXR mods back in the day, and the way he was always like immersion and stuff. I thought he was so funny. Um, I'd love what's the character look like? She has a pink like bob. Yeah, because I really wanted to make her look, well, pretty obviously, but I wanted to make her look kind of like, like streets and blah blah blah. Yeah, OMFG, MXR mods. Yeah, MXR mods goated, and his girlfriend as well, because he made videos with her. Jenny? Was that her name? Jenny. And Ginny? I don't know. I don't remember, but I loved their videos. And I remember, like, when Starfield came out, even though I didn't play Starfield, I was so excited when he did, like, MXR mods for Starfield because I really I missed watching their videos. So yeah. Anyway, guys. Now to actually start what we are all here for. We're not all here for this. I know this. But what we're all here for. How do I add this? Remove, no. Here. Yes. Whoa, didn't his channel get deleted? He has a new channel? That is crazy. Um that is crazy. Oh my gosh. Actually, that brings to mind, you know, Camel Works. He did like curating curiosities and like the Skyrim or Elder Scrolls Detective series. Love those videos. I think the Elder Scrolls Detective series is one of my favorite series on YouTube ever. Okay, we'll go back to Katabasis in a sec. But like Camel Works' entire channel, like he got locked out of it. So he has like a new channel now where he's like re-uploading all his old videos. Please go support that because in my opinion, like along with like Fudge Muppet and ESO and like those guys, like in my opinion, they're like the OG sort of Skyrim video Elder Scrolls creators and stuff. And so like go support him because I find it so sad that he got locked out of his channel. So yeah. And there was another question that someone asked. Oh yeah. Blaze. Oh my god, we haven't seen you in forever. Glad you're back. Glad you're back. It's always so okay, another tangent. It's so nice when like subscribers that I haven't seen in a while it's so nice when subscribers that I haven't seen in a while come back. So, are you into games like Dragon Age and Mass Effect? I tried Dragon Age Inquisition, but I don't know, it wasn't the same. I played it right after The Witcher 3, and it just didn't fill the hole that left. I'm also being asked if I'm free later. Yes. Is there any windsurfing places in Ireland? Um, yeah, but I really wanted to go to this one in Kerry, I think, called like Jamie Knox something, but I haven't had the chance to go there yet because I don't have a driver's license or a car. So, okay, we need to, we need to, we need to go to what we are all here for, which is the books and the movies. Okay, Katabasis. Have people read this? I discussed this with Kyle from Kyle's Corner extensively. And it's actually funny because, you know, if you know Kyle, Kyle reads books faster than like Brandon Sanderson writes, you know? And so he was reading it. He started reading it after I started reading it. And then I think I posted something about it and he said, oh, I'm reading it. And then he finished it before me. And then I finished it like a week later, whatever. And we have the same, we're so like aligned on what we think because we all think that it is void of like many merits, you know, which I know that that's kind of mean, but I really don't think that it says anything interesting about dark academia or whatever. Okay, what is this book about? So Katabasis follows these two characters. What are their names? I think the girl is, I think, Alice Lore. Is that right? I don't remember. And the boy is basically Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. And they are these Cambridge students that study magic. And then, oh my gosh, Matt's fantasy book reviews for the Imaginary New Car Fund. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. And guys, Matt actually commented on my first ever video. And I had a meltdown because I love Matt's videos. Thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, yeah, so Katabasis. And they go into the underworld because they're like what's it called? Like their supervisor has recently died, and so they have to go venture into the underworld, and that's what Katabasis means. And they need to find him. Blah 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 blah. Apparently, I have learned this recently after. That is a crazy comment. Okay, but it's funny. It's funny. Katabasis was mostly intertextuality corn, but I like corn. That's a crazy comment. Whoa. Whoa. But it's really funny. So anyway, I need to stop looking at the comments because I keep getting distracted. That was a crazy comment. Okay. Um Whoa. Okay. Focus. I am focused. I am focused. What was I saying? So I learned in retrospect that this was marketed as like an enemies to lovers sort of thing. I Okay, I said I would not get distracted. We have opened on much worse, but like I feel like we've been very sanitized since for the past couple of months. So I guess this is back to form. I'm honestly surprised that Khaled. No, oh my god, he's gonna kill me. Anyway, I'm honestly surprised that the high storm. What's his first name? Anyway, okay, guys, I actually can't look at the comments. I can't look at the comments. I said to the moderators that this is going to be a fast live stream. I always say that. Okay, focus. Okay, so in my opinion, um, okay, my opinion has not been influenced by the marketing because like I wasn't aware of the marketing, but apparently it was that it's going to be like enemies to lovers or whatever. That's not really what this is at all. Like they're academic rivals, but it's very obvious from like the first chapter that they are in love with each other, and like there's going to be some big reveal at the end, like, oh my god, we're actually in love, like blah, blah, blah. Like obviously, yeah, like we've read these books, we know what's going to happen, whatever, like okay. um then the other like thing that people have said in their reviews is you need a PhD to read this. No, you don't. Maybe you're just illiterate. I'm saying that as a joke. I'm saying that as a joke. Okay. But like it's really not that deep. Like there are some like theories or whatever that she brings up, like logical proofs and stuff, but to be honest, you can like whatever you need to know is basically explained. And I don't know, I really didn't think this book was like too deep. You really like I saw reading lists that, oh yeah, you need to read Paradise Lost and Dante's Inferno. You actually don't. You don't need to read any of that. This is just intended to be, I feel like, a fun hero's journey type quest book, you know? I really don't think it's that deep. The only problem is I didn't really find it that entertaining either. I thought it was kind of boring. So yeah, I don't really have that much to say. Like the entire final showdown as well, I really didn't care. Um so I'm really sorry. This was my first RF Kwong, and like for years, I heard such great things about the Poppy War and Babel. Yellowface, I think, was mixed, but I've heard a lot of good opinions, and unfortunately, this book didn't really do it for me. So I'm sorry. The next book that really did it for me, this book was incredible. Okay, if you ever wonder what my day-to-day life looks like, it's this book. Okay? 2 seconds. I must drink. I was parched. Okay. This is actually relevant. Okay. Happy birthday, Vera. Thank you. I'm kind of surprised because I legit thought you were 25, 26 or something. Sorry for thinking that, lol. So this is actually funny because a lot of people DM'd me on Instagram. Thank you for DMing me. I looked through, I think, all of the messages. Um, and a lot of people actually were surprised that I am only 22. I like to think that it's because of my intellect that you guys are assuming I'm older. Uh, or maybe I just look old. Anyway, but yes, thank you so much, guys. Um, okay, Gasman. This book is written by Dr. Colin Black, who is a pediatric anesthesiologist. Oh my gosh! Happy birthday. My birthday was 2 days ago, but happy birthday. I hope you have an incredible, incredible day. Um, okay, so I need to focus. I need to focus. Okay. Gasman is written by an Irish pediatric anesthesiologist working up in Dublin. And this is kind of like an Irish version of This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay, who was an obstetrician gynecologist in the UK, except Colin Black is still working. And also, this book is very much more, so it's written in diary entries, and it is written in diary entries, and it's not really focused on exploring like some, I don't know, like deeper current in the Irish healthcare system. It's not really interested in interrogating that. It's more so interested in yeah, just being like, just, I don't know, just a glimpse into the life of a healthcare worker, the ups and downs, the sorts of peoples that you meet, what training looks like the internal kind of politics within hierarchies and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this book is funny. It's funny, okay? There are some jokes where I was like, oh, I don't know how that joke makes me feel, but overall, I'd say this is like a very funny, solid book. Steve Canada, another OG. Shout out to Steve Canada. Thank you for being here. But yeah, so Gasman is a double entendre because obviously when you want to like induce a patient, like when you give them a general anesthetic, you can give them like gas, which makes them fall asleep. You can but it's also like funny, and in Ireland, if something is funny, people say, oh, that's gas. And so like it's kind of funny, and I highly recommend this. Like, I highly recommend this if anyone is interested in like understanding what my day-to-day life looks like. When I was reading this, especially like the opening where like it details his life as like a medical student and stuff like that, and I was listening to it because I was listening to the audiobook, and I was thinking that's so true. I know, like, he was describing like the different types of doctors and trainees and like nurses and like the different types of students, and I was just sitting there like, this is so true. This is literally my life. This is literally my life. So highly recommend. um okay, where's the next button? Okay, and so what I'm reading right now, so right now right now I am reading Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson, and it is good. I am not that far into it. That being said, it's quite short, but I'm not that far into it. Yeah, I'll let you guys know in a month what I thought of it, I guess. No, I have not watched the movie. I shall watch the movie in the future. But yeah, I've really wanted to read Hunter S. Thompson for a long time. And I told people no. And I watched a video on Instagram Reels. I watched a video on Instagram Reels that said that if there is a book to get you out of a reading slump, guys, I've been in a reading slump for over a year because of Farseer. Let's take a moment to soak that in. But hopefully, Gasman was great. I read that, or I listened to it in like 3 days. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, hopefully it's going to like motivate me to read more as well. Okie dokie. Next. Oh yeah, now we get into the movies. Barbarian. If you remember, last month I watched this movie called Weapons, And Weapons was great. It was like the way it was structured was very inspired by PTA's Magnolia. Have I watched Magnolia? No, but I really want to. Maybe I should watch it this month. Anyway, but this month I need to see Frankenstein. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm gonna go probably on Saturday with my friend to go see it, and I'm so excited. I'm so scared because when it comes to like books that have shifted and like altered who I am, Frankenstein is very much one of those books. I love it so dearly. And if Guillermo del Toro messes it up, like when I saw Jacob Elordi cast as the monster, but I've heard great reviews that his performance of it was really good. So I'm praying. I'm praying. Follow my letterboxd. It's in the description. Anyway, but yeah, so Barbarian. I watched Weapons last month and it was excellent. I wasn't able to sleep for a really long time because I thought Gladys was gonna get me. Okay. And before Weapons, the movie that that director directed was Barbarian. And I guess this is where I start my beef with man carrying thing. Jake, never Nadia, because she is the sweetest and I adore her. She doesn't know I exist, but that's what you get by being a parasocial YouTuber, I guess, or watching videos parasocially. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, they watched this, and I obviously watched their review of it on Woman Carrying Man, which is their second channel, which you guys should follow. I actually watch it more than the main channel. And they loved this, and I think that they actually liked it more than Weapons. And so I was like, I can watch it. In my opinion, it was not as good as Weapons. It was quite experimental, and it was quite. It really mixed. It mixed a lot of humor and horror, which you know is kind of par for the course with this director because that's what he did in Weapons as well. But I thought that in Weapons it was done better, and I feel like the small budget like in some movies like Anora, you can't really feel the small budget. I feel like it aids in the immersion in the story. Anora, by the way, deserved the Oscar. Don't come for me, it's just the truth. And but here, I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't as good. I think I gave it like 2 stars. There were still like good parts to it. I thought that the acting was good and stuff, but it wasn't Gustavo says, "Do you play Resident Evil? That's his next movie." Oh my gosh. I don't. I'm such a scaredy cat. Like, guys, I don't think you understand. Like I I get scared very easily. But oh my gosh, maybe I should if that's his next movie. Oh my god. Because I am still really interested in like what he produces next, especially since like we have Barbarian, Weapons, and yeah. Weapons. Also, I there are so many TikToks and like well, I don't have TikTok, but like Instagram reels about like people dressing up as Gladys and from Weapons and stuff like that. It was so funny. Yeah, so good. And then my roommates and I watched The Tinder Swindler. So those were the only 2 movies that I watched. Um Yeah, I don't really think there's too much to say. It's kind of crazy that this thing happened. People like this terrify me. Justice for the women. There's this one girl that was swindled by this man who said that like she still like that she stole like his clothes and she's still selling them. And I was like, period, queen. Yeah, you do that. I hope you sell them for the rest of your life and that you get a lot of monies because of what he did to you. So yeah, this was like a wine night sort of watch with the girlies, and it was a great wine night. Let me tell you, we were glued to the TV screen, and we had a blast. um, anyways, That's it. Like there really wasn't a what's the movie about. So it's basically about this guy. Oh my god. Agreed, Sinners is the best movie of the year. And I agree with most affecting. Um, what's the movie about? So Tinder Swindler. Let's go back to Tinder Swindler. Tinder Swindler is about a guy on Tinder who would match with girls and then swindle them. So basically, he had like it was kind of like a Ponzi scheme where he would like date a girl. I don't really want to spoil it too much, but then he would kind of use her money to fund his lifestyle and dates for the next girl, and then like he'd use that girl for the next girl, that girl for the next girl, etc., etc., etc. And so what happened was, all of a sudden, it was like, yeah, it was like a big Ponzi scheme that ultimately like fell apart. And it was funny because literally like a day or two after we watched this, one of my roommates texted me saying he got arrested again in Hungary, I think. And I was like, he's still doing this. So I don't know. Men can really get away with anything, right? Um, is it that guy? No, it's a different guy. Like he used his own face. He just yeah, faked the lifestyle, I guess. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. I know there isn't like that much there wasn't really that much to talk about this month, I guess. I'm just trying to look through the comments. Oh, what's your thought on original CDPR characters like Gontar Odim? I think Gontar Odim is one of the most interesting additions to Witcher lore. Yeah. Um, I think that's all that I really have to say, to be honest. So, oh no, Gustavo, you have to delete this comment before Maya sees it, to be honest. Oh, roadmap for the rest of the year. Okay. So, as you guys kind of learned, if you are frequent viewers of this channel, my plans change a lot based on my mood and my time. But I can let you know what I have planned. I'll let you know what I have planned. So the next video that I'm going to be filming Saturday is going to be how I would have adapted Netflix season 1 of The Witcher. Then I also had the opportunity to work on a special edition of The Witcher. So I want to do like a behind the scenes sort of like why I chose the scenes that I chose for adaptation. If I can, I'd love to like show like the progress sort of, show some like transparency, like what went according to like my ideas and where I had to kind of compromise with like what like the authors team wanted and what was feasible and stuff like that. So I'd love to make a video like that and about that, because honestly working on a Witcher special edition was a dream come true. Like the fact that my name is on a Witcher book is crazy. So I'm really grateful to Petrick and the Broken Binding for that opportunity. But the only thing is I'd need to get that video obviously accepted by the Broken Binding. So that's a question mark if that will come out. Like I do want it to come out, but it's a question mark for now. Then another video that I'm working on is books to read if you like The Witcher. So like, you like The Witcher, there are probably going to be some other books that are similar in some aspects that I think you would like as well. And so since this channel, I lure you in with the promise of The Witcher, and then I brainwash you into reading again. So that's kind of like, the purpose of this channel. So hopefully that will work. I also, after finishing Katabasis by R.F. Kuang, that was like the last book that I read for this video, that idea that I had a couple of months ago, where I read the most popular books of the year and give you my take on them. So I think I read 6 books for that video. So I guess that video would come out like sometime in December. I want to discuss, will I read more Cormac McCarthy, because um, a lot of people actually joined this channel because of Cormac McCarthy and like my take on his like on the 4 books that I read on him from him like last year. And I don't want to leave you guys hanging, because I want to know, like, I want to let you know what's happening with that. And then I'm also working on the Blood of Elves summary. Um, because of like some things that happened in my personal life, I wasn't really working a lot on that. So, oh God, where are we? So yeah, but that is still coming. And then, um, yeah, that's that's pretty much the roadmap for now. If I get more ideas, I'll let you know. Oh my God, Witcher season 4 review, of course, but I need to like actually sit down and watch it. Hopefully, record my reaction to it if I can, and then, yeah, Fallout New Vegas. What am I saying? Fallout season 2 set in New Vegas. Um, Do unis in Ireland have a reading week fall break in November, or is there not a break till Christmas? I do not have a break till Christmas. So, so yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that that kind of answers the roadmap question. Will I be able to fulfill it all? Time can only tell, but I really hope so. The last couple of videos have done really well, and the response has been like really positive. So I love seeing that always. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I hope that you have an incredible, incredible November. Um, as November goes, this is the second time we are experiencing November this year. Real ones know what I'm talking about. I said I'll see you in November, and here we are. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all for me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next month. Bye bye.